Good evening to you, Chris here. Checking in live. I just figured I'd try out a new feature today. I am Chris. I am a fourth year information science doctoral student. I also work full time as a academic librarian in the engineering library, helping uh, faculty, students, research groups with their research data needs. But I'm on here basically to chat about being a doctoral student. Today it's my second semester in my fourth year. Uh, I had the experience of changing advisors because my actual advisor stepped down and she's also going on sabbatical. So I got a new advisor. And so for me, been the experience of getting to know new people, learning their rhythm and their flow and how they move. Today at my school, we had a town hall, so students came to it's basically the idea of the town hall was to give students, an opportunity online and in person to chat about questions, concerns, issues, to learn how things go. Because because just because you're in a space in a place doesn't always mean you know who you should contact when you experience different things. And that's not necessarily experiencing things that are negative, that's just experiencing things in general. You want to know who should you talk to, who should you go to, what resources are available to you. It's also showing up as a student rep because I'm in the Information Science Doctoral Association. So just showing your face and being a support for people. If I talk about like how my experience this semester has been, it's been going okay. I think the only thing that I'm still awaiting is comments on my narrative from my chair. And she did say that she made them. She just hadn't sent sin. So I'm praying, hoping, burning sage that she sends those so I know, what her thoughts are. I really would like to take my qualifying exam this semester. I also recently got an abstract accepted at the National Council of Black Studies, so I'm excited about that talk. Also excited to continue working on that paper and to develop the talk for it. In case you're wondering, what's information science? Information science is a study of information in the sense of text. In the sense of digital information, and you study its use, its framing, it's the way that we store it, the way that we analyze it, the way that we process it, technologically, socially, conceptually. Um, you can have researchers that are studying intellectual freedom. You have researchers that are studying book banning. You have researchers that are studying metadata and descriptions, ontologies, epistemologies, knowing, being, philosophically. You have people that are studying how you describe, organize, analyze literature headings. Specifically, if you look at biological information, you have people that study privacy, how it affects people in industry, how it affects people in libraries. You have people who study data management, data curation, data sharing, data policies, science of science, argumentation. You have people who study data ethics. My area of interest is race, digital studies, and intersectionality. Specifically, I'm interested in racial ideologies, as well as how we um, use information in online spaces. How do people understand race when they're in an online environment? How does conversations about identity and expression show up in movies, in media, in text? And how do we use those conversations to discuss race within information science? So that's what I'm interested in studying. My day job, I spend a lot of times doing data management, data curation, data sharing, and all that means is when you think about your research project and the data that you produce, how do you document? How do you organize? How do you store it? How do you talk about it once it's published? Do you have a plan for it? Would a problem, a reputable or emotional harm be caused if for some chance you could not access that data? So that's pretty much the short version of information science or my work in research data services. Today we had a really great town hall. It was great. We had 75 people that showed up uh, total. That's online and in person. I think that's a win. That's a win for everybody because the goal was just to share information and resources so people know more and know who to reach out to. Okay. And even if people weren't there, they had a list of resources, people that they could contact for further information, which is the point. Other things that I'm learning in the graduate program, you don't know what you don't know. It's a learning process. You can't beat yourself up about what you didn't know before. So, learning to have care with yourself in your program, that you have power and agency to reach out to people when you need more information, when you're waiting feedback. Um, there are people that are waiting on you, and not in the sense of waiting from a negative place, but waiting to see the work that you do, because the work that you do, the you that you are, the representation in which you show up, gives other people courage. It helps other people know that they can be scholars too. And they don't necessarily have to be scholars and researchers and writers in ways that they see everybody else do it. They can do it in their own way. There's space, there's place, there's a lane just for you. And that's what I continue to learn. That's all I got. Like I said, I just wanted to come on here and see how this worked. If I went, online, not online, if I went live, because most of the time when I make videos, I make them on my phone and I just upload it later. Today, I decided to try something different. I thank you so much for taking time to hit play. If you do, appreciate you. So if you're a doctoral student, let me know. What are you majoring in? How's your programming going? And if you'd like to be a guest and talk about graduate school, the lessons that you've learned, even if you're not in information science, let me know. Wiley Report at gmail.com. Thanks for listening. Peace.